Philippus Aurelius Theophrastus Bombatus von Hohenheim, known as Paracelsus, born on 11th November 1493, Einsiedeln in Switzerland, died on 24th September in Salzburg, 1541 in Austria. Paracelsus said the art of healing comes from nature, not from the physician. Therefore, the physician must start from nature with an open mind. Paracelsus born Theophrastus von Hohenheim. Full name is Philippus Aurelius Theophrastus Bombastus von Hohenheim, was a Swiss physician, alchemist, lay theologian and philosopher of the German Renaissance. He was a pioneer in several aspects of the medical revolution of the Renaissance, emphasizing the value of observation in combination with the received wisdom. He is credited as the father of toxicology. Paracelsus also had a substantial impact as a prophet or diviner. His prognostications being studied by Rosicrucians in the 1600s. Paracelsianism is the early modern medical movement inspired by the study of his works. Paracelsus said the art of healing comes from nature, not from the physician. Therefore, the physician must start from nature with an open mind. And throughout my time from the last 237 small talks, I've been insisting on this, that the deep intimate relationship with the nature is your family. And Paracelsus said in 1493, the art of healing comes from nature, not from the physician. That means you have to be in deep intimate relationship with the nature. To be in deep intimate relationship with nature, you have to have a deep intimate love with your wife, husband and children. Yesterday somebody was asking me, why don't you divert it every time talking only about family? No, I cannot divert it up because that is the base. Why should I leave the base? Why shouldn't I remind you about the base? You should know that the base, that is the moment you leave the foundation, you become a slave. Whatever be your intelligence, whatever be your power, you are lost, and you start looking left and the right, and then you can see only the devil and not the God. So I'm insisting it back. The art of healing comes from nature. Nature is nothing but the family, the deep intimate relationship with the nature. You understand the nature, you understand the rainwater harvesting, you understand how to collect the rainwater and convert it into drip irrigation, how to save the rainwater, how to divert it up, how to create a pond and jump into the pond, how to create a small lake in your own land and swim. You learn swimming also. Most of the people, most of the women around the world and men also died in floods because they did not know how to swim. The art of healing comes from nature, not from the physician. Yes, it's not from the physician. It's not that the physician is not there. Once you are in deep intimate relationship with the nature, majority, 90% of your problem is sorted out there. Only 10% you go to the specialist and you do not disturb them. You should, even if you go to him also, you should be in deep intimate relationship with the nature to understand what your body needs, what your body is meant for. So you understand what the medicine is giving. Otherwise you become a total slave to the doctors, to the physician. Therefore, the physician must start from nature. The physician also should start with nature, with an open mind. A real doctor must be in deep, intimate relationship with the nature, and he understands what the nature is. He understands the power of the nature. When he understands the power of the nature, he understands the power of the sunlight. He understands the power of the wind. He understands the power of the earth. And he understands the rain, water also. With an open mind means that is all open. And in that open field, he knows that is the power of a medicine. Paracelsus continues to say, the patients are your textbook. Patients are your textbook. They must study the patients. Not even looking at the patient, not even touching the patient, just writing something in Greek and Latin and ask them to go bloody die in the medical shops. No, that is not a physician's job. Patients are your textbook, the sick bed is your study. The sick bed of the patient is a study. The physician studies, Paracelsus said, patients are your textbooks. Yes, you have to understand the patient. Those days, there was a family doctor. Why the family doctors are now disconnected? Because the family tree itself is not there. When the family tree is there, the physician is from a part and parcel of the family. He's a doctor, he's a scientist, he's a philosopher, he's a god of the family. He knows anything and everything what is happening, what food you eat, how it goes. Accordingly, medicine has been given to you. His word is the gospel of truth. Where is that happening now? The patients are your textbooks, dear doctors. The sick bed is a study, dear doctors, said Paracelsus. Once a disease has entered the body, look, once the disease enters the body, once the foreign matters enter the body, once a robber enters the body, all parts which are healthy must fight it. To fight, you must have the joint family. You must have a joint family. Everybody in the family should lift a hand one. I remember in my school, whenever there was a problem, somebody from outside attacks my girls, attack my school, I just shout one shout or lift my hand. The total school will come and put one hand. If one child, even the smallest kid, who is only 3 years or 4 years, she sometimes come and cry, Guruji, I didn't get a chance to give him one. Everybody must put one hand. Even my political friends used to, why Guruji, the whole school is coming out? I said, yes, it is my duty to train them that we are all together. One part of the body is pain, the whole body knows the pain. Everybody must put their hand. See here, Paracelsus still, once the disease has entered the body, all parts which are healthy must fight it. And to fight it, it is your joint family only is possible, not alone. You don't fight alone. The moment you fight alone, you are diseased, you are egoistic, you are selfish. And then death is guaranteed. You are on the defensive. The person who is on the defensive has already accepted defeat and he is dead. We can be easily defeated. But once the disease entered the body, all parts which are healthy must fight it, not alone, but all. Because a disease might mean that their common death, might mean the one disease on one child, common death means everybody dies, everybody is affected. So better to nip it in the bud, nip it in the bud, nip it in the bud, nip it in the bud. Nature knows it. And nature attacks the disease with whatever help she can muster, whatever help she can muster. Nature also does everything possible. But when you, your joint family plus the nature, you can see the effect. In our school, in Rakum school, so one child has been affected by smallest sickness. The whole school stops. Whole school runs to take care of the child. And we can see by afternoon, by evening or second day, the child is running and jumping. The moment you leave the child is there in bed for 1 week. I know that. We have done it up. Paracelsus believed that fasting helped enable the body to heal itself. Fasting helped enable the body to heal itself. Fasting is the greatest remedy. The physician within fasting is a doctor itself. Because whenever the vehicle is in trouble, you take the vehicle to the workshop. What does the workshop man do? He switches off the vehicle. Without switching off the vehicle, he cannot do the work. He has to make sure the vehicle stops. Vehicle has to fast. Same is the body. Something happens to the body. If you fast, if you stop everything, just only on distilled water, you keep drinking distilled water, then the body will pull in forces, army, navy and air force, they'll pull in forces to attack the disease or torture the disease or make the disease without any food, and the disease dies of its own. Starve the disease. So Paracelsus believed that fasting helped enable the body to heal itself. Fasting is the greatest remedy, the physician within, the doctor within, the God within. Yes, fasting, yes. Well, hence in India, most of the places they are doing fasting, but the fasting what is happening is quite wrong. It's so wrong. They are taking, they are drinking juice, they are taking snacks. No. It should be distilled water first, clear distilled water, so that the body gets total chance to do his work of its own. Paracelsus believed that the principles sulfur, mercury and salt contained the poisons contributing to all diseases. Paracelsus believed that the principle sulfur, mercury and salt, sulfur, mercury and salt contains the poisons contributing to all diseases. Paracelsus drew the importance of sulfur, salt and mercury from medieval alchemy, where they all occupied a prominent place. He demonstrated his theory by burning a piece of wood. He rejected the Gnostic medicinal traditions such as cauterizing wounds and amputating injured limbs, and advocated keeping wounds clear of infection and allowing them to heal on their own. That's what I'm always trying to tell. Allow it to heal of its own. That can happen only in a joint family, because in the smallest thing, husband happen a hachi. Husband just says he has got a cold. The wife rushing him up to the biggest hospital, and biggest hospital doesn't know what this guy is. They write a bill of 2.5 lakhs with this test and that test and all the tests, and put him in the ICU. Sometimes they kill him with a multiple organ failure and send the dead body, or at least they take 2.5 lakhs rupees from him. But if it is a joint family, the husband says hachi, or the husband says he's got a cold, the wife has to only ask the mother or the grandmother, and grandmother will tell, oh, this is inchi punti kundi, and they mix up with chundi punti kundi and give one, put it in his mouth and give one on his bum. He'll run to the office. That is the hospital. But if it is a nucleus family, death is guaranteed. Paracelsus, Philippus, Aurelius, Theophrastus, Bombatus, one him called Paracelsus said the art of healing comes from nature, not from the physician. Therefore, the physician must start from nature with an open mind. This is my 238th small talks.